some people are going to say, I'm one that can go without sleep, okay? And they're not. And some people know they can, and typically everybody around them knows they can. And they'll say, look, I can't hang like the way you hang, right?
Yeah.
But the people that can go on 4 to 6 hours, not only do they know, the people around them know because it's abnormal, right?
Probably, yeah.
But to the average person, sleep, phone, how much of somebody being on the phone at night before they go to sleep on 2 hours does it hurt them with their energy the next day?
It's very disruptive. So phones, again, we're getting a different rabbit hole, but this is fascinating. Phones are very addictive and they're very problematic for sleep for a number of reasons. On your phone at night, it's a very small phone, so your eyeballs have to focus in on it, and it's flickering. Phones flicker around 480 hertz, so 480 cycles per second, and that flicker rate, I think, is particularly disruptive for the human circadian rhythm and our sympathetic nervous system. You ever been on, at night when you're on the highway and the police come by and maybe they don't even have their sirens on, but you see their lights flickering? You are drawn to that like a moth to a flame. The human eye, the human brain is drawn to flickering lights like nothing else. We cannot ignore it. This is Vegas, right? You have flickering neon lights. You can't look away. And so this is purposefully designed in the phone to keep your attention on the phone. And that flickering light is, I think, disruptive for our sympathetic nervous system. This is the fight or flight nervous system. Flickering lights, not at the phone level, but like flickering lights are used in medicine to induce seizures in humans in those patients that are susceptible to epilepsy. So flickering lights, we know, can be stressful for the human body, can be stressful for our nervous system. And we are, almost all of us, and I'm not immune from this, right, are looking at our phones right before we go to sleep, and we are looking at flickering lights, and it is affecting our nervous system and is affecting your sleep. You should be able to go to sleep, to get in your bed and fall asleep within 5 minutes. 3 minutes, you should be out. If you are laying in bed asleep and you cannot fall asleep, there is a problem with something in your life. It could be your diet, it could be your light environment, but I would encourage people to think about light as a food also, and light as a nutrient. And when you are ready and you want to clean up your light environment, it is so powerful for your light also,
what should one do with their phones next to their bed before they go into sleep?
Well, your phone shouldn't be next to your bed. It definitely should be on airplane mode. You should be charging it away from your bed. You should not have your phone sitting next to your bed. I mean, this gets into the conversation around EMF, right? So RF EMF, radio frequency EMF, is what's coming out of your phone and what's coming out of your Wi-Fi router. But by far, the biggest exposure that humans get to radio frequency EMF is from your phone. So you look at my phone, you see how it's on airplane mode. Everywhere I go, I don't need to be on my phone right now, we're doing a podcast, but everywhere I go, unless I'm on the phone, my phone is on full airplane mode because I don't want to be exposed to extra RF EMF. And this is a very contentious issue. I've talked about this and gotten fact-checked and censored, and people will say RF EMF is non-ionizing. It's not harmful for humans. And there are literally hundreds, potentially more than 1,000 studies on radio frequency EMF suggesting that it could have damage to human tissues. Not at the same level that an X-ray would be or something that's ionizing, but at the level of receptors and channels and ions in the cells and DNA damage and low levels of oxidative stress. So the issue is this: we simply do not know how harmful this is to humans long-term. We don't have the studies, and cell phone companies are really suppressing this data, and they're not really looking for this in a enthusiastic manner. So there is evidence in humans, this is associational observational evidence, that men who walk around with their cell phones in their pockets have lower sperm counts and lower sperm motility. And there's evidence in a petri dish that if you put a cell phone and you put sperm in a petri dish above the cell phone, that the sperm motility changes and they look like they're not as healthy. So RF EMF.
Can you please say, please don't try this at home, folks. He's just telling this that's scientific. I don't want some people to go test this out.
Don't put your sperm in a petri dish.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to say people right now, they're going to pause the video, go to the bathroom and just...
Go do it. That's fine with me. Like, let me know what you guys find.
Let me do a video. I was watching a Paul Saladino video with PBD and decided to go to the bathroom, and this is what happened to it. Watch, 10 people are going to do it.
Yeah. No, but there's evidence of this, and I can send you the study if you want to put it in the show notes. But
I just want to make sure you take ownership if people do it and they post it. That this was your idea.
It's my idea.
So let me ask you a weird question with this, because I'm curious to know what you say with this. So, for us, I'm in business. I've been in business for a long time. So I'm the guy that Nextel calls me one day and I'm on the phone with them. We're talking Nextel days, which is 20 years ago, 19 years ago. And they asked me a question. I'll never forget this. They said, can we ask you, we got a group of us, we are really trying to find out what you do with your phone. I said, what do you mean? How did you send 51,000 text messages this month? And to them, that was the highest one. So they're like, we've never seen this before. So I said, what do you mean? I have this group text for this. I have that group text for this. And I'm sort of driving sales team and I'm doing this. But they said 51,000. I said, just go look. You have access to it. So they were looking at it. So me driving, you're here, your access, your data, all this other stuff. One of the things I noticed happening just a few weeks ago was my hand was getting hot. Okay? Not the phone was hot. My hand was getting hot. That I switched to the left hand, right? Just because this hand was getting hot, okay? What is that from? Where you're feeling a little bit of tension and your hand getting hotter, and it's even a little bit when you're trying to flex it or go like this, you feel a little bit of pain.
You feel something. You probably need to see a psychiatrist. No, I'm joking. That's what somebody would say, that you're crazy. But I've had this subjective experience also. Yeah. If you look online, a lot of people feel this. When they're holding your phone, you feel something in your hand. What is it? It's probably related to these RF, so radio frequency, EMF, that energy coming off your phone. So RF, EMF, This is like, your phone is essentially a little microwave, Pat. I can take an EMF meter and show you the RF, EMF coming off your microwave, which is essentially exactly the same frequency coming out of your phone. It's the same. Your phone is a little microwave. And the problem with this radiation is that when you have a lot of it, it heats tissues up. But at a low level, we really fully don't know what this is doing to all of these cells in your hand or on your head, in your ear, or your salivary glands in your mouth, or in your testicles if you're carrying your phone next to your balls, or a woman carrying her phone next to her ovaries, or in a sports bra next to mammary endocrine tissue in the breast. We do not know what this does long term.
3 days ago, you could have said, or a woman carrying her phone next to her testicles. But
there are only two genders.
I want to qualify so the audience not confused.
Thank God.
Things have changed. Yeah.
Thank God.
But yeah, so
I'm happy about that.
That's the part where I'm holding. I'm like, what is going on with this, right? And you're kind of feeling it. Sleep. Stay on sleep. By the way, I'm eating this because it's really that good. And so he's not paying me for this. I'm just telling you guys, I like this a lot.
It's good stuff.
My mouth is full. So, but let me tell you this here.
Hey guys, I am Paul Saladino. You can find me on Minnect. If you have any questions about diet, health, recovering from chronic illness or autoimmune disease, I'm excited to connect with you guys all there, and I'll see you in there.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.